What's up, family? How y'all doing? It's me, your boy, your urban sports guru, and I'm just coming at y'all today. I want to get y'all this video about what's going on in boxing right now. It's fucking with my spirit, and I say that because word is right now the fight night might be on with Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. And the reason why that is fucking with my spirit is this. I'm going to be 100% clear with y'all. For a long time, MMA was kicking us in boxing right in the ass. And the reason why they was kicking us in the ass because the fights that need to get made in MMA, they get made. No hesitation, they get made. All of that shit is under one federation. UFC is one federation. Bellator is one federation. So there is no ducking, there is no dodging, there is no avoiding. You know what I'm saying? The fights that need to get made for the sport as a whole to flourish, those fights get made. No questions asked. Dana's not putting up with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Dana has control over everything. So there is no kind of nonsense or fuckery that's going down. And this, because we have this alphabet soup of boxers, best for the sport and it's best for the division, for the sport as a whole, is for Deontay Wilder to be fighting Anthony Joshua. Now, the WBA, they're coming in with their mandatory for Alexander Povetkin. Yes, he has a right, you know what I'm saying? I understand all that. But what's best for the sport as a whole is for those two gladiators to fight. Maybe afterwards, let them fight, the winner fight Povetkin. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is Povetkin? He ain't nobody. Like, that shit ain't generating no gate. You know what I'm saying? And boxing has been doing so well these last few years. Like, you know what I'm saying? The fights that need to get made got made. You know what I'm saying? From 2015 when Floyd and Pac-Man finally got in the ring. Years too late, in my opinion. And I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. But they finally got in the ring. And ever since then, there's been an avalanche of great fights that needed to get made. Miguel Cotto versus Canelo Alvarez. Then eventually, couldn't put it off no longer, Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin. I'm saying these great fights that needed to get made, got made. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, you're going to see Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. That's a fight that needs to get made within the next year or so. And the next fight on the horizon is Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. This is a fight that needs to get made for the betterment of the sport as a whole, let alone the heavyweight division. Now, those of y'all, you know what I'm saying, that tune into the YouTube, you already know I've outlined my program for them to fight next year. So it can still go down as per what I had in my own program. You know what I'm saying? But I just hate the fuckery that's going on and everybody, they trying to like point fingers at each other. I'd like to take this moment to shout out the people at on Instagram, Boxing Science, Sweet Science 2.0. If you're not following them on Instagram, I suggest you do. You know what I'm saying? They poked my brain with something this morning where it's like, you know what I'm saying, I don't give a fuck who's at fault. Just make the fight happen. Now, I understand it from a managerial sense. You don't want to keep putting your fighter in one super fight after the next. I overstand that point. You know what I'm saying? You just had Anthony Joshua in a mega fight against Parker. So what you want to do is kind of give him a tomato, which I anticipated. If those who watched my show, it's something I outlined months ago. Give him a tomato after Parker, then set up Wilder for next year. Because just you understand the sport, you don't want to keep putting your fighter one super fight after the next. We've seen what happens with that when case in point, Oscar De La Hoya is a perfect example of that. You know what I'm saying? He let his balls get away from his managerial. The balls got in the way for his managerial expertise. You know what I'm saying? So he took one super fight after the next, after the next, after the next, just to show that he was like that. Because motherfuckers used to call him soft because he wasn't a street guy. Guess what? Oscar De La Hoya was a bad motherfucker, and he still did his thing, but he could have did better had he throw some more tomato cans in between those super fights he was in. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can easily have them to each fight a tomato, then have them fight next year. But the whole point is to get the deal signed, sealed, delivered. Get this shit so the fans get what they want. The fans get what they want, and the sport as a whole gets what they need. The sport needs to see this fight happen. Make this shit happen. I don't give a, at this point, I don't give a fuck who's at fault. I really don't care who's at fault. Make this motherfucking fight happen. Point blank period. Make this motherfucking fight happen. This is how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I understand I'm Team Joshua, but Wilder coming with some real shit too. And I need to see this fight happen. You know what I'm saying? So this is me, your boy, Urban Sports Guru. Watching Instagram. So make sure you hit the like. Watching YouTube. Appreciate the subscribe. God bless you. See you later.